Welcome back to some more Hexarchy. This is a game that I played earlier today. I didn't live commentate it like some of my recent videos because I was eating dinner in the middle of this. It turns out that clattering silverware and crunching potato chips doesn't make the best YouTube content. That said, it's really annoying to go back and dub over these afterwards. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever tried editing stuff professionally, but it takes a really long time to even just do basic go over the video and talk about it afterwards. As such, I'm going to talk for the first couple of minutes, giving some context before piecing out. This week, I've been trying out the random button. Instead of choosing my Russia every single game, I'm playing around with the different civs and seeing where I can go. Notably, I'm feeling really powerfully right now the Russia passive ability of just +2 food in every city. It's the difference between you can just play the settler and you have to go find fishing, research fishing, go into hunter-gatherers, play forage onto a tile with enough food in order to actually grow the city to pop, and then you can play the settler. But because forage and fishing both have to be in the deck, you have to draw into both of them, and oftentimes you're burning multiple cards in order to do this. Yes, you can consistently find both of them, like 80-90% of the time, but it's a big hassle, and all that time trying to find foraging to get the turn 1 settler out on every civ that isn't Russia and potentially Egypt. Egypt's civ card lets you get it out pretty early. Has been a bit of an adventure recently. So we're seeing how the random civ button works out. This game, the previous couple of games I've been experimenting with settler spam, just build as many settlers as physically possible every single time. This turn, too, I don't end up building another settler here. I feel like I might have gone a little bit overboard in the previous games because a city doesn't do that much by itself. It has to have some tile worth working for the city to actually provide resources immediately. Like it needs this iron and lux tile right here to produce hammers. It's the difference between sitting on just the basic 4 from the palace and 7 from working a really good tile. While this first settler, which getting the hut is very much worth it. Hexarchy rewards risk-taking, and that's an example of some easy risk-taking. But that city's basically not going to do much except grow some population off the triple food tile right next to it. So this second turn, I don't build the settler, I put out a library to try and get a bit of science flowing, and that culture definitely helps claim a few tiles slowly during the game. Anyways, this game was a 4-person queue, and I don't think any bots spawned into it. Steam shows you the profile pictures of all the other players going into it, and the only profile picture I recognize this time is Chad Bowers. The fry is pretty obvious. It's also pretty iconic. They only picked up the multiplayer side of Hexarchy about a week ago, and they make an appearance in a previous video. The matchmaking chose violence as the England player I murder off in the first game of that 2-game set. The week that's happened between that video and this, the improvement in Chad Bauer's play is so dramatic. They have taken the time to study, practice, and improve, and I'm really impressed of how much better they've gotten. This game in particular, I don't directly fight against them. Like the other 2 players that I don't recognize going into this random match-made game, kind of form a wall between us. So we end up fighting this proxy war against the other 2 players indirectly. But this game comes down to the absolute wire. There is one single tile claim, a mouse click difference between me winning and him winning. And you're going to see that coming up in the very last turn of this game on just how down to the wire, incredibly close this game came out. And all that's thanks to the quality of this game, all that's thanks to just how much Chad Bauer has improved during the last week. Really impressive. And with that, I think I'm going to let the rest of the game speak for itself, so enjoy me playing out building up some economy and building up the first 2 of those 4x's. Alright, and good night. Four. 4 victory points. That's a single wonder, and that determined the entire game. That one mouse click claiming the statue of Zeus tile at the very last moment. From last time we saw them on the channel, Chad Bauer honestly was a bit of a pushover. Now, a single tile away. Like, they've improved so much. That was such a good game and great play from them.